Okay, let's do it.
I'm ready.
Alright, when did you first come to Navasota?
My first time here in Navasota was August of 2010. Master Norris had wanted to open up a school in his backyard, so to speak, and they asked me to come down to open the program here. I had taught 3 years previously at Addix Middle School in Houston, Texas, from August of 2007 to June of 2010.
Can you tell us about your first year here in Navasota?
My first year here in Navasota was a challenging year. You know, I came in thinking, man, people are going to want to do karate. They're in love with karate. They've seen Mr. Norris on TV. They watched Walker, Texas Ranger, and it wasn't like that at all. You know, people kind of looked at karate and we were very much looking down upon it. And the kids that were chosen to be in that first class, it was very scary for them because it was something new, something that was going to embarrass them in a kind of a way. At least it was in their mindset. And some of the kids made it a difficult time for them. I came in thinking like I said, these kids were going to do remarkable things right off the bat, and it was a little more difficult than I thought. So I had to come in my second year and be a little more serious with the kids, and have a little more stricter policies that I developed. And even the ones that stuck around for the second year were looking at me like, Master Mendez, what happened to you? Why are you so mean this year? And I wasn't being mean. It just I needed to be strict, and then I can kind of lighten up as the year went along.
When you first started teaching here in Navasota, or in general, did you think that one of your students would ever be a four-time world champion?
You know, one of the biggest attributes of my instructor, and something he's instilled in me, and every instructor that I've looked up to, was you make your students better than you are. And that means you give them the chances, you give them the opportunities, and if they're not becoming better than you, then you're not doing your job. I really want to instill that into all of my students and my black belts. They may be better than me one day, and if they are, great. I'll be happy for them to do so. But I want them also to know that their students need to be better than them. They need to continue working, and that's the commitment to excellence. We want to strive for excellence every single day, not just from ourselves, but from our students as well.
How has Miss Smith changed from the beginning of her training?
Miss Smith, her first year, she came in very quiet student, kind of liked to stay off in the back. She had a friend that she was glued to at the hip during class time, and sometimes I have to break them apart and stuff. But even then, she was still very serious about what she did, and she wanted to be good. She had a drive in her that I'm going to be good at whatever I do. And then as the years came along, the relationship of student teacher grew, and she wasn't as mean-faced at me anymore. But it was something that we had to grow. It was a growing relationship.
How does it make you feel having one of your first black belts be as successful?
Again, I've taught for many years prior to Kickstart, and my commitment is to make my students better. I've had success in my career in martial arts, whether it's being a teacher, also by being a competitor, and it's that sense of that's a feeling that you get when you win and you become a champion that you want to instill in other people. And I really think that having a student come up and take that forward has been amazing, and I think she's really committed to it. I think that other students are seeing that and feeding off of that, and it's making a positive impact in the school.
What is one thing that shocked you the most about Ms. Smith?
I wouldn't say the word shocked, but I think the great thing about her is she has different instructors that have influenced her career. It's one thing I've always told her. I'm not going to I don't know everything, but I am going to find you people that do know other things and other attributes of martial arts that are going to help you. And I would say she has two instructors, myself and Mr. G, and she feeds off both of those things that we try to teach in the class. And when she teaches, she has a little bit of both. She works on, sometimes being as strict as she needs to be, sometimes being that person that feeds in and talks to the students and really tries to understand what's going on. And so she has the best of both worlds.
What qualities does Ms. Smith have that make her successful, or help make her be successful?
She has a drive to succeed. She has a drive to finish whatever it is she wants to finish. I remember her being on swim team. She had a drive to to beat her time. You know, that was her commitment. You know, whether it was first place or second place that time for that weekend, she was going to drive to make that happen. In martial arts, I've seen her come in and want to do a new trick. Master Mendez, I want to try this. Do it. Go for it. You know, can I have the pads? Can I do this? Can I, you know, what can I do? And I'm like, okay, let's figure something out. And, you know, she'll sit there and beat herself up all day long trying to figure out one trick until she gets it. And once she gets it, she'll put it into a form and go and be it's phenomenal with it. So it's a sense of things that I want her to instill in her students is to make that drive to finish whatever you start.
Do you think Ms. Smith is considered a role model to other students in Kickstart and in Navasota period?
Absolutely. You know, I think the new students come in and they'll see her name all plastered all over our walls. We got banners in here. We got pictures right behind me, you know, of some of her accomplishments, but also some of the other students' accomplishments too. But they're looking up to her. So she's been the trailblazer so far. And we got people that are following the pathway, and they're going to you know, blaze their own trails as well. You know, and they go off and to do and be successful in their own rights.
Would you consider Ms. Smith as a small town hero?
I do. I think Navasota needs heroes. I think Navasota has a commitment to the heroes from way back when. You know, you talk about what Hammer. I can't remember the first name. Frank Hammer. You know, coming in, and he's got a monument to him over there. And I'm not talking about us having monuments to ourselves over here in Navasota, but I think she's instilled a desire for us to be champions, not just in football, but other avenues of success here in town. You know, there's things that these other kids can do, and not just things they're going to be able to do for a short time, things they can do for a lifetime.
What would you say to other martial artists that aspire to be as successful as Ms. Smith?
I think they see the person that has come before them and follow those guidelines. You know, if you follow the person that's successful, you should be successful as well. Is it an easy road? No, you have to work. You know, you just can't show up. You have to show up and be ready to put the blood, sweat, and tears into what you do.
All right. Thank you, Master Mendez.
Thank you very much.